What happens when you land in a country you've only dreamed about, and the very first thing you do is eat everything in sight? From drinks I couldn't pronounce to food I wasn't sure I would survive. And let's just say, not everyone was excited to be in my vlog. Unexpected moments, hilarious fails, breathtaking places, and memories I'll never forget. This was just the beginning of my South Korea adventure. Annyeonghaseyo! Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm super glad that you're here. Join me as we explore South Korea, one delicious bite, one unforgettable experience and one adventure at a time. Let's dive in. So here we are finally at the Incheon airport. Every international trip starts with a few essentials, and for us, the very first thing was to collect a portable Wi-Fi device. Having a reliable internet from the moment we landed meant not getting lost and no language barrier slowing us down. With our airport pickup waiting for us, all that was left to do was sit back and enjoy our first glimpse of South Korea. Since it was a leisure day, there was no rush, just excitement as we drove through the city towards our hotel. So for the next few days, we stayed at Hotel Koreana, and honestly the location couldn't have been better. It's right in the heart of Seoul, making it super convenient to explore popular attractions like the Gyeongbokgung Palace, the Myeongdong, Insadong, the Bukchon Hanok village, and even the Cheonggyecheon stream. Plus, with the subway stations and plenty of cafes and restaurants nearby, getting around the city was incredibly easy. After checking in and freshening up, it was finally time for us to step out and experience Seoul for the very first time. So our very first stop had to be the Cheonggyecheon stream, and if you're a K-drama fan like me, you will probably recognize this place instantly. It's been featured in dramas like Can This Love Be Translated and several others. So from there we headed to the Instagram famous Cheonggyecheon bakery in the very beautiful Ikseon-dong neighborhood. This place is just as magical in person as it looks online. So we tried their signature matcha fromage cake, the unique stone drop egg coffee, and a refreshing matcha latte. And every single item here was absolutely delish. But honestly, the experience wasn't just about the food. Wandering through the narrow alleys of the Ikseon-dong, lined with beautiful preserved Hanok houses, the cozy cafes, and the boutique stores, felt like walking straight into a postcard. Every corner here was picture perfect. So as night fell, the Cheonggyecheon stream transformed into something even more magical. The city lights shimmering on the water created the perfect ending to our first evening in Seoul. Day 2 began with something I'd been looking forward for months, visiting the Gyeongbokgung Palace. But before stepping inside, we did what almost every visitor dreams of doing. We dressed up in a traditional Korean hanbok. One of the best parts, anyone wearing a hanbok gets a free entry to the palace. It's such a thoughtful way to encourage visitors from around the world to experience Korean culture firsthand. And for the Koreans, it's a beautiful way of preserving and proudly showcasing their traditions. Walking through the Grand Palace in a hanbok didn't just feel like a sightseeing, it felt like traveling back in time. It was easily one of the most memorable experiences of our journey. Also, it's the largest and the most iconic royal palace in South Korea that was built in 1395 during the Joseon dynasty. It's a beautiful symbol of Korea's rich history and heritage. Our next stop was the Bukchon Hanok village, where traditional Korean houses known as Hanoks have been beautifully preserved for centuries. Walking through these charming alleys felt like stepping into old Seoul with history waiting around every corner. Then we had a quick stop at Insadong, a lively street packed with traditional shops, art galleries, cafes, and endless souvenir stores. If you're looking for a meaningful keepsakes or gifts to bring back home, this is definitely the place to be. Our last stop for the day was at the iconic North Seoul Tower. As the cable car glided up the Namsan mountain, Seoul looked even more spectacular. The mix of modern skyscrapers, the green hills, and the bustling streets created a view that was impossible to look away from. One of the highlights here is the famous love locks, where thousands of couples leave padlocks as a symbol of everlasting love. It's such a beautiful sight to see. And guess what? Our tour guide came prepared with a love lock for us and insisted we leave one here. We couldn't resist, so now there's a tiny piece of our South Korea trip locked onto North Seoul Tower forever. We were also lucky to catch an open-air traditional performance featuring Korean warriors in action. Watching them demonstrate their skills with traditional weapons was both exciting and fascinating glimpse into Korea's rich cultural heritage. Okay, so this was non-negotiable. You simply cannot leave Korea without trying their famous banana milk iced hazelnut coffee, you guys. One sip and we totally understood why the internet is obsessed with it. The journey back down was just as breathtaking. Watching Seoul sparkle beneath us, we simply couldn't get enough of those incredible views. So we ended the day with a little shopping, and of course, we couldn't resist stopping by the HBAF almond store. These flavored almonds are one of Korea's most popular souvenirs, and trust me you guys, they are unbelievably good. Just a quick tip, if you are a vegetarian, be sure to check the ingredients as some of the flavors may contain animal-based ingredients. As the sun goes down, Myeongdong transforms into a street food paradise. The streets come alive with endless food stalls serving everything from cheesy lobsters, grilled skewers, tteokbokki, fresh fruits covered in candies and much more. Now, if you are a vegetarian, you might find the street food options very limited, but there are still a few must-tries. The warm Korean bun, the crunchy candied berries, the marshmallow ice cream were some of my favorites, and you definitely must give it a try. So that marked the end of an incredible second day exploring Seoul. We started day 3 a little earlier than usual because we had quite a journey ahead of us. Alpaca World is located on the Hongcheon, about 110 kilometers from Seoul, and the drive takes around 1.5 to 2 hours depending on traffic. So if you are planning a visit, I would definitely recommend leaving the city by 7:30 or 8 am so you can make most of your day. And after a scenic drive through the Korean countryside, we finally arrived at the Alpaca World. Set in the scenic mountains of Hongcheon, Alpaca World offers a chance to meet, feed, interact with these adorable alpacas while enjoying the beauty of nature. Of course, not every alpaca was interested in being on camera, but that just made the experience even more memorable. Hey there, little one. I had no idea that they came in so many different colors, from pure white and caramel brown to shades of grey and even black. Each one was unique and equally adorable. Alpaca World turned out to be much more than just the alpacas. Everywhere we walked, we were greeted by adorable animals, making this entire park feel like one big open-air sanctuary. Our next stop was the Gapyeong rail bike. Now here's a little tip for anyone planning a visit. There are actually 2 different rail bike experiences, the Gangcheon rail bike, which is the Instagram famous one with the colorful tunnels, and the Gapyeong rail bike. Now we didn't realize that they were 2 different locations and accidentally ended up going to the Gapyeong rail bike instead. At first we were a little disappointed, but honestly the scenic ride through the beautiful countryside surrounded by the mountains, river views turned out to be a unique experience in its own way. So you make sure you pick the right one. Next, we made our way to the beautiful Nami Island, a place that became world famous after the K-drama Winter Sonata. With its picturesque tree-lined paths, peaceful atmosphere and stunning scenery, it's easy to say why this island is loved by visitors from around the world. And not just that, one thing that we absolutely loved was how pet-friendly the island is. Everywhere we looked, we spotted adorable dogs, from toy poodles, Maltipoos, golden retrievers and many more. That made this visit even more memorable. Reaching Nami Island is an experience in itself. After arriving at the ferry terminal, it's just a quick 5 minutes ferry ride across the Han River to the island. The ride is short, but the scenic views and the excitement of seeing the Nami Island come into view makes it a memorable start to the visit. The moment we stepped onto Nami Island, it felt like entering a completely different world. You'll find beautiful tree-lined avenues, peaceful walking trails, charming cafes, art installations, and plenty of open spaces to simply slow down and enjoy nature. Whether you're here for a stunning scenery, the K-drama vibes, or just to relax and escape from the city, this island has something for everyone. And that marked the end of our beautiful third day filled with nature, adventure, and unforgettable moments. So it was our last day in Seoul, and this time we decided to explore the city on our own. Our plan was simple: to visit some of the Seoul's most iconic spots, including the massive Coex Mall, the breathtaking Starfield Library, and of course, the famous Gangnam district home to the iconic Gangnam style statue. So it was a perfect way to soak in the city's modern charm before saying goodbye to Seoul. Located inside the Coex Mall, the Starfield Library is one of Seoul's most photographed attractions. Its floor-to-ceiling bookshelves and beautiful open design makes it a must-visit, whether you're here to read, relax, or simply admire the incredible architecture. One thing that really stood out was the bakery inside the Coex Mall. The Korean bakeries are just at another level, with an amazing variety of freshly baked breads, pastries, cakes, croissants that look almost too beautiful to eat. It's definitely a must-try when you are in Seoul. Just a short walk from the Coex Mall is the Bonggansa Temple, a serene Buddhist temple that has stood for over 1200 years. Nestled amidst Seoul's modern skyline, it's a perfect place to slow down and experience the city's spiritual and cultural side. And just like that, our Seoul chapter came to an end. Tomorrow we continue our journey to Busan, but Seoul, you were everything that we had hoped for and so much more. Thank you for the unforgettable memories. We'll carry a piece of you with us forever. Until we meet again, annyeong!